Hello dear student, this is Palash Chakraborty, assistant teacher, Square High School and College. Welcome to my class. Subject Hindu Religion and Moral Education, Class 7, Chapter 3, Part 2. So in our previous lecture, we have discussed about the part 1 in chapter 3. So here we have the same topics: the nature and beliefs of Hindu religion. So we will discuss part 2 today. So let's go through the text. Hindu religion is an ancient religion, so not a single person can be identified as the founder of this religion. So this religion has flourished as a result of many devotees' sincere practices. So the nature of God, beliefs to him, karmabad, that is principles of work, janmantarvad, that is beliefs about life after death, avatar tattva, that is theories of the incarnation, the worship of gods and goddesses, moksha labha, that is salvation, dignity to women are the major characteristics of Hindu religion. So we will discuss about part 2, that is religious beliefs. So firstly, lesson 1, 2 and 3, that is karmabad and janmantarvad. So we know that any religion is founded on some beliefs. So these are the basis of that religion. Karmabad and janmantarvad are two of the main bases of Hindu religion. So one must experiences the good or the bad result of his or her work. If the sufferings do not end in one lifetime, one has to be born again to complete the cycle of the sufferings. So this is called karmabad. So on the other hand, the process of death after birth and rebirth after death is called janmantarvad. So karmabad lies in the concept of janmantarvad. So every human being has to suffer the result of his or her work. So these beliefs is logical. There is a reason behind every action. When the reason comes, then comes the consequence with it. So for example, a boy may be happy getting wet in the rain and bathing in the cold water, but he doesn't know he may become sick being drenched in the rain for a long or bathing in the cold water. So whether he knows or not, it doesn't matter. He has to face the consequence. Okay, so therefore it is seen that the result of work is related to the work itself. So consequence of work is a logical sequence of work. Karma phala, that is consequence, is a reality for a person who does any work. So again, the doer has to suffer the consequences too. We will be conscious about this system which we cannot change. We will differentiate between the good and the bad work and practice that work which is good for our life. So this is the basic teaching of Hindu religion. Now it is time to discuss about the lesson 4 and 5, that is dignity of women. So there are roles of men and women in life. So most of the time a man works outside. On the other hand, the home becomes a favorite workplace for many women. A daughter grows up under her parents' affection and care after her birth. She goes to her husband's house in the married life and takes care of his home. In the old age, the same woman has to depend on her sons and daughters. Thus, we find the three different roles of a woman in our society: a daughter, a wife, and a mother. So, as a wife, her jobs are to take care of her husband's family, rear the children, and ensure their education. Thus, a woman does her family work and inspire her children for better education and shapes up their character. Only an ideal mother can give ideal children. So, there is no friend to a child as a mother. There cannot be any better friend than a mother to a child. Therefore, it is our duty to respect our mother and serve her properly. One of the books of Hindu religion, that is Manu Samhita, it suggests how peace can be ensured in the familial life. It tells that if the women of a family lead their lives in joy, festivals, God blesses that family with peace and prosperity. So, respectful behavior to the women has become the part of religion. So, on the other hand, in Hinduism, women symbolizes God's nature and power. It is the primeval power, that is Adishakti, that is Mahamaya. There cannot be anything without power, and the goddesses of that power is a woman. Thus, the Hindu religion has expressed the dignity and the power of women. So the religious books also say that God divides himself into two parts for creation. One part is man and the other part is women. The division is equal, not less or more. We find in an idol by the name of Ardhanarishwara. One half of this is Shiva and other half is Parvati, that is Durga. So this signifies the equality between a man and a woman. It also manifests the equal dignity of a man and a woman. It has been said in the Mahabharata that gods live in the family with joy, where women are treated with due respect. It is mentioned in Anushasana Parva. Okay, on the other hand, if any woman is disregarded in a family, all good acts ultimately go in vain. It is also mentioned in Anushasana Parva. So the proper way to respect women is to remember that women are the part of the primeval power, that is Devi Mahamaya. We should behave with women taking an equal view for women, following the rules of religious books. Above all, God lives in women too as a soul. Okay, so we shall follow the examples of dignity towards women in the religious books. We will be inspired to believe that women have equal rights in all spheres of life. Hindu religion is established on the beliefs of Karmavad and Janmantarvad, the feelings of dignity to women, serving in the living beings, considering them God, the concept of sin and virtue, the idea of the heaven and the hell, etc. So these beliefs of the religion aim at developing humanity among mankind and inspiring all to maintain peace and discipline in the family and the social life. So this is all about today. This is all about chapter 3 part 2. So I have given two lectures on chapter 3, that is part 1 and part 2 individually. So be prepared, practice the creative question, and try to read out every important parts of the chapter. So I will take the feedback after finishing this chapter. So I have already finished this, so I will take the feedback just next chapter. Thank you. Be prepared. Thank you for watching my video. Stay safe and be blessed.